Hello yummies, a very warm welcome to the channel. Today I'm sharing with you an easy delicious grilled steak in a pan. Perfect dinner idea with some vegetables and side dish. You do not need an oven. All you need is just a frying pan for the grilling. This steak recipe has a great bold flavor and it is really easy to make. For this recipe, I'll start with thin beef slices. I got mine already thinly sliced, so if your meat is on a thicker side, then do well to slice it thinly with a knife. And note that you can't make this recipe with a thick meat. That works perfectly good, but you would need more extra time to cook the meat properly. So in a bowl, I add all the meat I'll be using and I'm going to give it a very good wash before using it. So I add in some lemon juice and in goes some water. The lemon juice will help get rid of all the bacteria that is left on the meat. So I just want to make sure my meat is thoroughly clean before cooking it. Now I massage it for about 30 seconds and then I throw the water away. At this point, I'm going to add in more water and give the meat a second thorough wash. You do not have to do this if you don't want to wash your meat or you feel like your meat is already clean. So I give it a massage once again and start taking them out from the water. Now I'm going to line them on this cutting board. And once I'm done with that step, I'm going to clean the excess water out from the meat. So with a paper towel, I gently dab the meat with the paper towel to take out all the excess water from it. Now you can use a clean napkin in doing this if you do not have the paper towel available. I then clean the leftover water from the board. I am using 1 kilo of meat, but of course you can double or triple the recipe if you want to make more. Now I'm going to cover the meat with a clean napkin and set it aside. Then I start with the marinade. Recently I've been experimenting with fresh gingers and garlics in my recipes and I must say the end product is always bold in flavor and taste. So in this recipe, of course, I'm going to be using some fresh gingers, garlics, and this is completely optional. But if you want a little hotness and spiciness, you can add in some fresh pepper to it. So this is the meat and I'm done with the pounding of the garlics. I pour the excess water away from the meat and I start with the marinade. First goes in 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, then I come in with the freshly pounded vegetables which consist of ginger, garlic, and some fresh pepper. And the fresh pepper gave this recipe a very hot barbecue taste. You know what I mean? I used only half of the pepper, but you can use the full pepper if you want it extra hot. Now to give the meat extra flavor and sweetness, I'll introduce 1 teaspoon of brown sugar. This ingredient is totally optional, but the truth of the matter is the meat becomes more tender and more flavorful. And today I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of this vegan Maggi sauce. I love the flavor, the aroma of the sauce. It has this unique taste, this unique flavor, and adding it to your dishes, trust me, you are going to love it. So I have some blended spice mix here which is very aromatic. I will be uploading the video soon, but if you're watching this video late, then kindly check this channel. I have a video on it. To bring some acidity to the meat, I add in 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Then I come in with 1 teaspoon of black and white pepper powder. Now time to give this a very good mix. So if you are doing this in a very large quantity, I would advise you make the marinade separately and then you pour it on the meat and give it a very good mix. I sometimes make this recipe in a Ziploc bag by putting the meat in a Ziploc bag and then I will make the marinade separately, pour it into the Ziploc bag and then toss it around, which is very easy to make. Now I add in a little bit of salt to it and once again toss it around. Now, the reason why I added the salt lastly is because most of the ingredients contain salt and it is better you watch your salt intake. Now, I clean the bowl nicely with a paper towel and I am going to cover it with some aluminium foil. Now, you do not have to use aluminium foil if you don't have it. It's not actually important, but I was not having plastic foil at home. I marinated the meat for 2 hours so after 2 hours, I heat some oil in a pan, which is about 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and then start adding in the meat. So every 1 to 2 minutes, I'll flip the meat to the other side to avoid it from burning. And because the meat is thinly sliced, the cooking time is really less. So it is up to you to decide if you want it thick or thin. And once the meats are well grilled, golden color is achieved, which I so much love, I take them out from the pan and continue with the rest of the meat. So now I am done with the cooking of the meat, and as you can see, the color is just so beautiful. The taste of it is absolutely divine and the aroma so perfect. Now I cut them into small pieces because I'm actually prepping this meat for my weight loss salad recipes and also for the family for dinner. Now you can also use this meat in your lunch meal ideas or breakfast meal ideas. However you want to use them, it is totally up to you. A very easy recipe to make. If you haven't already, please take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new recipe whenever I upload. As always, thank you so very much for watching this video and hope to see you around next time for another great recipe. Till then, always remember to do everything in love, and whenever you think food, think yummy cashews.